All right, guys, welcome to the MrMaple Show. I'm here hanging out with my homie Corbin today. And we got 10 trees we're gonna highlight for you on today's video. Now there's 20 trees total that's gonna be dropping today. This is the 10 at 10 for August 14th.
Yeah, man, I mean, August already halfway through. We got some really great plants. Guys, don't forget, Labor Day open house happening.
Coming up quick.
Yes, very quick. I mean, it's gonna be on September 1st. It's gonna be a great time. There's gonna be a lot of great trees. Might be some really cool MrMaple bros there, you know, helping you through the greenhouse. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be dope. So fun. It's a great time to come. Don't miss it.
Yeah, we're gonna have a ton of plants for you guys. I mean, our greenhouses right now are just so stacked full of plants. It's an exciting time here at MrMaple. We're in the heat of summer, and we got some amazing plants for you guys. So let's get right into it here. We got some beautiful 3-gallon size Ryusen, Acer Palmatum Ryusen.
Yeah, guys, I mean, I love weeping variety maples. It's just something, any kind of weeping tree, I think the first time I was introduced to it, and maybe this is why it has a sentimental meaning to me, but my grandpa, you know, in honor of him after he passed away, we got a weeping cherry tree.
Nice.
And that was kind of my first introduction to
weeping
yes,
plant, yeah.
Weeping plants, weeping trees in general. And I really love, now that I have knowledge about trees, I can actually go and take care of this weeping cherry tree that's been a little neglected on our property. But guys, the weeping effect is something that we all enjoy. We love movement, you know, and that human brain,
right,
we're kind of programmed for movement, you know, and patterns and that sort of thing. So whenever, you know, we see a weeping thing, our brain wants to follow it. It's just like a painting. Like if you look at any good painting,
right,
they direct your eyes. And that's how we direct people's eyes in the garden. It's with some beautiful weeping things. And yeah, these are great trees.
Yeah, Ryusen is absolutely amazing. I mean, these are already nice and staked. Got some great movement and trunk shape on these as well. I love the fall color on Ryusen. It really puts on a show. I mean, you're traditionally just getting those kind of chartreuse greens in the spring, greens throughout the summer, but then fall comes, man, and it like steps it up a notch. You get some beautiful kind of orange reds, very bold, very bright fall colors on these. So, and then with that crazy kind of weeping, cascading shape that it has, when it goes into fall color, it really puts on a show.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this is definitely one of like the more manageable weeping varieties.
Yeah.
I mean, it droops straight down pretty much. If you see like a larger specimen in the gardens, I think they have some width to them, but then I've seen them where people get them 6 feet tall and let them drop straight down, and they might only be like a foot across in width.
Yeah.
And I think that's awesome, like as an option to maybe do in a smaller garden, you know, continuing to prune back so you can keep that width of the plant while developing like a really nice, you know, branching and structure to the plant itself. Ryusen, a great plant you're not going to want to miss. All right, guys. From a beautiful waterfall weeping tree to a floating cloud, we got Acer Palmatum ukiegumo, guys. This is one of the most dramatically variegated maples there is. Floating cloud, aptly named because during the springtime, this will give you some of the whitest leaves with the most dynamic variegation on them out of any maple.
Yeah, I mean, ukiegumo is such a, sought after, highly sought after cultivar. Especially like, I mean, now there are some conditional things I think everybody needs to understand about ukiegumo. It can be kind of inconsistent from season to season. It doesn't always have the brightest white variegation on it. Sometimes it's just kind of a fine sand dusting on that leaf, especially when you get into like those later summer months. You get more of just that sand dusting, little splotches of white throughout the green. But man, I'll tell you what, like when this thing does it right, like when the conditions are all right and you've got a spot in your garden that really lends to that variegation being strong, a nice shady spot in your garden, this thing lights up. I mean, there's nothing else that does white like the floating cloud does.
Yeah, I mean, this was one of the first variegated maples I really started seeing whenever I was editing videos in the beginning. And I was just like, oh my gosh, man, this is like some of the craziest plant I've ever seen. just because it looks like snow, it looks like a cloud,
Yeah.
and I think that that's such a cool thing. I talked about this in the a video I'll be putting out soon, but whenever we have like white trees in the garden and they get large, I love how they become like almost like proxy clouds.
Yeah.
Like whenever I was in Japan, I was seeing like all these cherry blossoms, and with that it's a little bit different just
Right,
because
but
like
yeah,
they have a lot of blooming. But with something like this, I mean, that's why it's named floating clouds, is because you get a large specimen, you have a really great year of variegation, get up underneath of it and look through the leaves up at the sky. I mean, it just kind of looks like your garden moves up into the sky itself.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely. I mean, this cultivar is really, really amazing. Like I said, there's some inconsistencies on that variegation from season to season, but what you can count on every season is this blazing orange fall color that this thing goes to. It's absolutely phenomenal. One of the best consistent fall color maples out there. I think there's so much hype on that white spring color that the fall color is kind of forgotten on this cultivar. But these usually sell out quick, guys, so pick up you an ukiegumo today.
Don't miss it. Now this is a tree from down under, man. There's some shrimp on the barbies, as Matt would say, man. We got an awesome Acer japonicum fairy lights.
Man, I love a tree that just kind of breaks all the rules, man. And that's what I love about the lace leaf japonicums. So we have Acer japonicum here, which typically is known for those large, huge, like almost tropical sized leaves. But we have that species in a lace leaf form. So it's really, really interesting. The texture on this thing is really, really nice. We've got some nice size 1 gallons on these. I mean, this is a slow grower, so just to get them this size takes a long time. We're glad to be able to have these ready, available again.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of my favorite lace leaf varieties. Not even japonicum lace leaf varieties. Right. I mean, this one's just super cool. I mean, the fall color, like Brian was talking about, is just absolutely amazing. It does capture that kind of fantasy aesthetic. We shot one of these at Buckholt's garden during the fall time, and the way that it kind of just radiates with just that beautiful color is just amazing. And I think you have a pretty big one of these right in the garden.
Yeah, I do. I've got a really nice one of these at my house as well. I actually have it growing in full sun here in western North Carolina. Now, a lot of people give me a hard time. They say I live in like a unicorn world here in the mountains of western North Carolina, because we get by with a lot up here. It's nice and cool here in the mountains, but we still get hot. We still got summers. I mean, the heat still comes, and this handles it very well, especially here in the mountains. But yeah, the fall color on this thing is absolutely phenomenal. I mean, I think it's one of the best fall color maples out there, especially in the lace leaf world. And we've got a nice specimen here in this garden as well behind us. So just seeing how it's used out in the landscape, that texture, that shape on it, it's nice, dense, kind of compact shape to it. Absolutely a killer plant, and I mean, very popular too, fairy lights, Acer japonicum. All right, guys, we got another great tree for you here on the lineup. We got Acer Bajurianum, bling, bling, man. We're breaking out the bling, bling, the shine. This thing really lights up a beautiful golden yellow in that spring. So it really puts on a show when it comes to that spring interest.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if you want a hardy tree, you want a fast-growing tree, something that can handle some abuse, I mean, Bajurianums are a great place to start.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, still kind of in that maple zonage, but they're going to handle a little bit harder stuff. I mean, they plant these street trees
right
in the United States. They plant them as street trees in Japan. This one is going to give you some really nice interest as well, because it's going to be that beautiful yellow, which, like Tim says, it helps you pick out all the other greens, all the other, you know, variety of colors in the garden.
Yeah, I mean, and this thing in the fall is really, really nice too. You get some bright oranges and reds in the fall. You can get about a foot of growth on this year. You're looking at, 10 feet in 10 years. It gets out there pretty quick. I've got one of these planted in my garden, handling the full sun really, really well. One of the things I think that's nice about this is I'm getting some nice summer growth that's happening right now, and it has like a salmon pink kind of tone to that new growth over top of that bright chartreuse green that we're looking at right now this time of the year. Just solid tree, man. I love it for my landscape. It has a different kind of texture because you have that Bajurianum style leaf to it, that trident maple. So it kind of stands out from other things in my garden right now.
Yeah, I mean, trident maples are super cool. I mean, I know people use them a lot for bonsai and that sort of stuff. But yeah, having one that gives you yellow colors during the spring times and, you know, those yellows and oranges during the fall, that's a great pick, especially if you're looking for something that might develop into a shade tree. From one hardy tree to another, guys, we got a Ginkgo biloba. But don't worry about this one getting too big because we got Ginkgo biloba American, a super dwarf variety. I mean, how big does this thing get, Brian, in 10 years?
We're talking about like 2.5 feet in height and width. And yeah, it's crazy. This thing is a super dwarf, fit in so many small areas in your garden. If you need like a splash of green and a spot, or you're looking for a nice yellow fall color, we all know that ginkgos are known for that amazing blazing yellow fall color in the landscape. And this gives you that crazy yellow fall color in a dense, compact shape. So, I mean, I absolutely love the idea of that. Maybe putting this in a container as well would be a great way to grow it.
Yeah, you ever have a tree where you've seen it a bunch of times, but maybe you never really read the description, you know it, but and then you hear Brian say 2.5 feet in 10 years, and you're like,
dang.
I'm like, dang, man, I seen like a 5 foot tall one, man.
Right.
So, I mean, Buckholz, there's one that comes up to, I mean, dang, it might either be my head
Right.
high or maybe chest high, but it's a great looking specimen. It's a really nice, like, columnar sort of specimen in the garden. I believe Matt and Tim did a cultivar highlight on it one time. It's a very beautiful tree. This is going to give you that lush feeling that Brian is talking about. There was I was watching this video that we put out about Anton Clemens, man, and he had on his porch a lot of these kind of these boxes where he had these raised beds that had maples and stuff inside of them.
Right.
Man, this would be a perfect plant for that sort of thing, to give you, like, if you're sitting there just designing like a miniature garden.
Right.
I think like putting one of these beautiful Americans in there would really be a nice piece to give you that beautiful deciduous fall color and great shape and size on these.
All right, guys, we got some really nice size 2 gallons here staked up. We got Acer Palmatum Alpine Silver Thread.
Yeah, man. I mean, usually I'm following that red string of destiny, man. And today, I guess it led me to a silver thread, man. And this one's just awesome. It's a great color during the springtime, flushing out with a nice white reticulation. Moving into more of those, as Brian says, creams and greens, man.
Those creams and greens are nice, dude.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you start to really appreciate that as you get deeper into those reticulated varieties. You know, I think at first you get caught by the flashiness and the color of things like, you know, Purple Ghost or a Magi Shiguri or a Mikazuki. But then, you know, you start, you know, digesting some of that stuff and you get to those creams and greens and you really start to notice how, you know, some of them can have similar color, but they have varying varieties of blushing and like crispness to the reticulation on them.
Yeah, this was really nice, man. This is one that you don't see available too often. Not one that's in production too much in the trade. So definitely, you know, a key opportunity for you guys to get a cultivar, especially in some nice 2 gallon sizes like this. But yeah, I mean, silver thread, I think the name speaks kind of to this. I'm always like trying to, you know, separate in my mind like what separates this from other reticulated maples. And you do kind of get this like silver frosting, like, you know, think of like Olson's frosted strawberry, but in a more of that white and cream only. So it has this like silver frosting over top of the leaf. Looks really nice. I mean, even this time of the year, guys, I mean, we're in summer right now. You got some really, really strong reticulation. That dark green veining really plays nice on that kind of soft, creamy colored leaf. And the fall color on these is absolutely extraordinary, man. Really bright yellows and oranges in the fall. Just setting this thing on fire when those fall colors takes into place, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, everybody loves the maple during the fall time. This one, yeah, it's getting to see that reticulation play out with the fall color is pretty nice too. This is one you can pair with maybe some of those yellows that we were showing earlier. It's going to look nice next to that Ryusen dope tree Alpine silver threads, guys. Guys,
Look at this.
autumn is around the corner. You don't want to be cold, so get you an Autumn's Fire Acer Palmatum. An amazing fall color lace leaf. Gives you a little bit of spring interest too.
Yeah, you get a nice little like soft kind of pink tones over top of that green when this thing comes out in the spring. It's really, really nice lace leaf. This is one I grew back in Oklahoma. Very heat tolerant for me. I grew this in full sun. It gets out there a little bit faster than some of the other lace leaves too. I mean, you can expect this roughly about a foot of growth a year on this, especially when it's first getting going. Very vigorous grower at a young age, and then kind of slows down a little bit and it starts to fill out.
Yeah, I mean, this one, we're all looking for a little something different whenever we're getting a lace leaf, I feel like, you know. And this one provides, I mean, you can see those summer colors kind of fleshing out over top of this one, giving you some more of those like paler pink colors that really have a nice contrast against that dark green color that you see those mature leaves having. But then during the fall time, man, this thing just lights up like a fire in the autumn time, man.
Absolutely, yeah. And these are a really good size. I love a low graft lace leaf variety, weeping that's been staked. You get such great trunk movement on it. I think it just adds so much to it. Gives you some elevation before you start to get that real, like, you know, strong cascading weeping habit. And this one's got a little bit different habit to it too, more of a bell shape rather than that like real hard cascading form to it. So I mean, if you have a few lace leaves and you're looking for something just a little bit different, that's going to give you some great fall colors, pick up one of these Autumn Fire.
I look no further.
All right, guys, we got another amazing cultivar for you here. We got some 2-gallon size Acer Palmatum Seru.
Yeah, I mean, guys, everybody's on the quest for that mythical blue maple, man. And now this one translates something close to blue dragon.
Right.
Which, you know, the Japanese, the blue and greens are kind of very similar. You know, they kind of bleed over into each other in Japanese culture. So this might not be that American blue, but this is an awesome upright lace leaf. I mean, this is like, it's really cool after you get to know some stuff about maples.
Right.
There's a couple grails that exist in the maple world that kind of nurserymen try to push for. I think that this is kind of one that we have one of the grails for a reason.
Yeah.
It's because this is a upright green lace leaf, and there's no such thing as an upright red lace leaf. There are things that come close, but I never seen one with my own eyes.
Yeah, I mean, Seru kind of sets the standard, I think, for that. We're all kind of aspiring to be what Seru is, especially in the maple world, because it does it so well. I mean, we're all familiar with those weeping style lace leaf Japanese maples, some of the most popular plants in the world. But you get that same lace leaf feel, but in a very vigorous upright as well. So not just an upright, but this is a very vigorous upright. You can get over a foot of growth a year on this thing. And just the fact that it has that smaller, really finely dissected lace leaf on it in that upright form is insane, man. It's crazy.
This is like some of my favorite specimen trees to see.
Yeah.
And it's really like only like a 20 to 30 year investment to have a specimen tree.
Right.
Which, if you follow this channel, you know that's really not that long of a schedule for a specimen tree. I mean, the fall colors on this are a really nice burgundy. So it's going to contrast with maybe some of those oranges and yellows we talked about earlier today on the 10 at 10. But if you don't have one of these, maybe you're just starting collecting, or you're somebody who's been collecting for a while and you're just like, ah, man, Seru, everybody's got one of those. There's a reason, man. This tree is so amazing. And talk about some growth quick.
Yeah, I was sitting there thinking about pairings. We like to talk about pairings all the time. And I was really just sitting there thinking about how if you put this kind of behind like a viridis, a nice weeping viridis that's out front, and then you put the Seru behind that, and you're thinking, you know, you have those two very similar textures and colors, but the fall colors could be not any different. I mean, you got these crazy, really dark kind of maroon, burgundy colors in the fall with Seru, and then bright blazing oranges and yellows in the fall with Veritas. I mean, these things too would contrast so well together, but yet there's so much similarities going on.
I mean, you gotta love it, man. Get you one of these today.
All right, y'all, we got another exciting Japanese maple for you here. We got Acer Palmatum Elizabeth. Now, guys, this is kind of a different form of Elizabeth than you're probably typically used to seeing. Elizabeth is a dense, compact witch's broom form of a Japanese maple. Beautiful red colors, especially in the spring. This thing leaves out in the spring. It's just these bright cherry reds. And you get into the summer months and you start to kind of get a little bit of these like really bright lime greens coming through. Kind of gives a two-tone look to the leaf.
Yeah, I mean, this one looks distinct in the greenhouse for sure. You know, sometimes you get on that pull list, man, you're like, all right, Elizabeth, all right, we know where that one is. It looks super beautiful during the springtime. I love that kind of red witch's broom, emergence of all the beautiful, different variety of leaves and that sort of thing. This one, yeah, it's a little stretched out for what its normal growth habit is, but don't worry, this one's really going to dense up. This one, even in a smaller size, really puts on some like vigorous shoots. And then, like most of the red witch's brooms, they really dense up and form wide, about as wide as they are tall in the long run. So yeah, I think you're going to get some Twombly's looking vibes to this one probably. It's going to be amazing during the springtime, give you a lot of contrast and a lot of vertical appeal.
Yeah, I was just sitting there thinking about that, man. A lot of the way these are staked. I mean, I actually have an Elizabeth that's been staked like this in my garden at home, and it gives you a nice kind of pillar of red color out there in the garden, some vertical interest, which is unusual for like a broom. You know, typically you're thinking of a broom, you're going to be more of that tight, compact, rounded shape. This is going to be kind of give you more of that feeling of like Twombly's Red Sentinel, because you have this staked up straight, giving you more of that narrow habit to it. But blazing red colors in the fall as well. I mean, this is definitely one, if you're looking for a broom and you need something with some good size, pick up one of these 2 gallons right here.
Don't miss it.
All right, guys, we got some more killer 2-gallon size trees here for you today. We got a beautiful Japanese maple for you. Acer Shears Sawinum, Yasmin. Look at that bright red color right there. We got that Shears Sawinum hybrid style Japanese maple right here. Beautiful burgundy red colors in the spring. This one's going to give you that Matsumura style leaf. Really fine serrated edges on this thing. So it kind of gives you a reminiscent of a lace leaf Japanese maple.
Man, I'm a sucker for that Matsumura style, man. I think it really just heightens a maple sometimes, man. You know, I love that classic palmate leaf. But whenever I see that deeply dissected, heavily serrated leaf with some amazing color on it, I mean, ring me up. Yasmin be calling in the middle of the night, man, saying, I'm here, man.
I'm here. Now, who introduced this, Corbin?
Oh, I mean, just Matt and Tim's old friend from Holland, man, Cor Van Gelderen. A famous, very important plantsman out there. I believe he runs Esfield Nursery, or Esfield Plantinium, whatever that means. But he has introduced a lot of hot introductions that have made their way to America, and this is one of them. And guys, if a maple is good enough to cross over a couple borders to make it here, I mean, it's got to be pretty dang good. Yeah,
but this is being a Shears Sawinum, you're going to get into more of those colder climates. So you get more into that zones 4 through 9 rather than 5 through 9. So you can definitely kind of push this into those colder climates, especially being a Shears Sawinum hybrid. This thing is really a good grower as well. It's kind of a medium-sized tree. Kind of a spreading canopy to that top to it. So a little bit different habit than you would expect with like a Shears Sawinum. But that leaf, man, I think is really, really ornamental. Fine serrated edges on that really makes it stand out. And the fall color on this is a bright crimson red as well.
Yeah, I mean, trees like this are really awesome. I think it's so cool seeing like what different countries really like want to introduce. You know, it's obviously we have a lot of selections from all around the world, which is really awesome.
Yeah.
But I feel like every kind of country has their own different style of what they're collecting. You know, sometimes in places like Holland that are going to be a little bit colder, they're going to be looking for more of these Shears Sawinum hybrids,
Right.
which is cool. And like in Japan, they have different growing conditions and that sort of thing. So I just think it's so awesome how like this one plant that's found in one area of the world has made its way
Right.
everywhere. And that there's a community of people that are so invested and so in love with this tree that they're willing to breed it to make it work wherever they live.
Yeah.
And I think that's something we love about that is like there's this sense of community. And yeah, guys, there's an awesome community here at MrMaple.com. We got an awesome Facebook group where you can go, you know, send a line to your favorite maple folks from all around the world. I mean, it's not just people in the United States in that Mr. Maple Friends group. I mean,
Right.
there's people from Japan, there's people from, you know, China.
Absolutely.
There's
yeah.
European people. I mean, it's really awesome.
It's a worldwide connection, the world of plants. I think it's a cool way to bring people together. We do have an open house coming up here at Mr. Maple on Labor Day. We're going to be 8 to 4 on Labor Day, but we're going to have every greenhouse and the upper nursery open for you guys to come and shop. We're going to have a ton of plants out there. I mean, they're chock full of a lot of large plants. I mean, look at the size of these 2 gallons right here, taller than me. But man, we're always excited about trying to bring as many cool plants as we possibly can to you guys. And we do a lot of that through our 10 at 10. So make sure you sign up for that weekly email so you'll be notified on that.
Yeah, guys, if you want to see Brian at the open house, he's going to be there, man.
Come on out and see me.
But yeah, remember, guys, take care
God bless.
and have a great day.